Hello, Leo. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. For supportive oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name as well. That way, if you want to find any of those artists, you can do so. Okay. Let's... Ooh. You got a really good ending. I'm kind of like, wow. I think, I gotta say right off the bat, for a lot of you, this is gonna be love related, for a lot of you. For not everybody, because there's other ways to do this, but there's a lot of, they're giving me a lot of love cards here at the end, I'm just saying. Alright, let's get involved right at the beginning here. Leo. Prince of Swords, Five of Cups. It's very similar to Aries and Sagittarius. Yours isn't as strong, but there's a level of disappointment here. And instead of like sitting around and worrying about it, you're just kind of like getting up and moving on. The Knight of Swords, I do feel like you're getting up and moving on. You're deciding to. You're looking into your options. You're talking it out where you need to. You may even be talking out the problem with whoever this is, but you're deciding to move on because of it. So you're actively dealing with it, moving forward. I actually feel with the Knight of Swords, I do feel movement here going. So this isn't working for me. I don't like this. It's not all bad, but it's not good enough. I'm out. I'm leaving. Okay. So whatever you're moving on from, it doesn't have to be love, but for a lot of you, it seems to be connecting in something like that, or some type of heartfelt connection with a person. So it could be like a friendship or a coworker or somebody you used to trust or think a lot of, something like that. The world card, yeah. Enlightenment with the World card. Now, they are giving me, in case this is love and you're still with somebody, you still might be with somebody, but your heart might have already checked out. You know if that's true or not. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't really care if they're there or not, or, you know, when you realize like certain things you used to do for them, now you just don't really want to do for them anymore, you know if you're checked out. That's what I'm getting. So you technically could still be with that person, but checked out. Because I'm getting the World card with Enlightenment. Somebody shows up. Somebody who's not willing to advance towards you, but somebody shows up and you start feeling feelings for somebody. Yeah. It doesn't have to be love though. So this also could be a situation where a new friendship is coming in or a new opportunity work-wise is coming in. You're seeing it, but it's not ready to actually come into fruition. I hate to say it, but I do feel like for a lot of you, this is love. But still, it doesn't have to be that way. I'm just trying to edit myself on that. Now, whatever it is that's catching your eye is not ready to be yours just yet. So be it a business opportunity or a person, they're still not ready to come towards you. They're still not ready to lock in with you or give it a shot even. But you're seeing your possibility in front of you. Now, they seem to also see the possibility at the same time, but they're not willing to move on it. And at first, they're not thinking they're going to. But as time goes forward, it goes from the Two of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles. Slow movement forward, but one of those things where the other side, be it a person or a situation, seems to start accepting your energy and starts realizing that you're actually very, very good for them. Long run, anyway. You were excited about this, and you are moving on from whatever it was. Even if you're still involved with somebody or something, and you're emotionally checked out, you are moving on from it. You're seeing your reason to move on. You're seeing no more reason to hold on any longer, and you're very excited because you're feeling that excitement, like life has possibilities out there for me. So whether it was a job or a person, and you were still hanging on maybe, or just kind of, you know, still there but checked out, you're seeing your possibility, you're seeing your joy again, you're seeing your ability to be happy again, and you're starting to move towards that. You're moving away from what you don't like. That's the Six of Swords, moving on from those troubled waters, and you're heading towards something much better. You're very excited about this too. You're getting that zest for life back in this category. Whatever this category is this is touching on, you're getting that zest for life back. Now, there's a lot here. There's a lot here that has to happen. This is all face down. So when this comes in face down, a lot of times it means it's not going to be something you're going to see, but it might help you to know this is happening behind the scenes. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Empress, and the Service card. There's a lot of disappointment on the other side here. It has nothing to do with you. It's not disappointment in you. It has nothing to do with you. But whoever this person is who's making the changes, or if this person is going to present you the business opportunity, or if this is the person you're romantically interested in, they have to clean house, is basically what I'm getting. They have to clean house. There's a lot of disappointment here. There's a lot of leaving people out in the cold. There's a lot of things that they have to tie up loose ends. It's kind of like they may be walking away from something, or maybe working through something out. For example, if it's a job opportunity that they want you to have, they might be getting rid of somebody else and having to work on, making up the difference on that. If it's breaking up with somebody, there's a lot of pain and heartache and separation they have to go through, but there's a lot of details that they have to take care of. They can't just pick up and walk out. There's a lot of things they have to take care of, before they can completely disconnect from that. They're doing everything they need to do, so they're taking their own responsibility, and this is all happening behind the scenes. This is stuff you're not going to see, but this is all the stuff that's happening. This may be some of the stuff that's making this go slow. Because it takes a while here for this to come together. Now, once this situation is taking care of itself enough, and the way has been cleared enough so this person or situation can advance forward, there's still a lot of problems to be dealt with. Grief is over the top of it. So even when they're able to open the door for you, there's still a lot of problems to be dealt with. There's still a lot of things still a lot of fallout to be handled. But at the same time, it comes forward fast. But there's also kind of like this, the way it's coming forward, it's kind of like getting an old car that, there's problems with it. They have to be taken care of. Now, I think it's almost like getting an old house. I think that's a better analogy. It's like inheriting an old house. It can still be beautiful, but it's going to take a bit of work before it's going to run right. So that's kind of what this is, a fixer-upper situation. That's what I'm getting with the Four of Cups. It's a fixer-upper situation coming in really fast. There's still a lot of fallout going on here. When this comes towards you, you're understanding that. And you seem to come at it like, well, I have things I have to fix too. I'm not completely ready either, but let's move forward. Let's start the process going. You're coming at this with like optimism. You're like, yeah, growth has to happen before we're ready. But it's kind of like inheriting a field and going, yeah, it's already halfway grown. Now we just got to wait for it to finish. I just got to keep tending to the field, and we just keep going. You're kind of like, yeah, I know it's not completely ready, but I'm not either. Let's just keep moving. Let's just make the best of it. You're not expecting perfection. You just want mutual interest. Whoever you're dealing with really is very thankful that that's how you see it that way, and seems to be pulling in your positive energy for themselves and mirroring, I should say, that positive energy. They got perception. Perception is based on how you present it. They seem to be catching into your energy. They're getting a lot of hope from the situation. They're feeling like all they have to do is keep going. It may be rough right now, but they just got to keep moving forward. Things will get better. Things will go much better in the future. Now, this part I'm coming into is why I'm saying for a lot of you, this is love. Not everybody, but for a lot of you, it does seem like it's love related. They've got the soulmate card on their side with the Sun card. They feel like you match them perfectly. If this is a business situation, whatever you're being pulled into or being added into, people feel like you are the exact thing that needs to be added to it to make this situation a success. If it's a romance thing, this person literally feels like you're their soulmate. Whether you are or not is up in the air, but they feel like you are. I'm getting it's more than likely a kindred soul connection to where you just match them exactly how they need to be matched. and it works out perfectly for them in that relation. You have, this is funny, you get the Hermit card with the Lovers, with the Two of Cups. Like the Two of Cups is backing up the Lovers card, saying this is exactly what you want. This is exactly where you want to be. This is one of those things where you're just kind of like, pinch me. It's kind of like, pinch me. Is this real? Is this real? And then you're like, oh wait, there's a lot of fallout here. Yeah, I guess it's real. There's a lot of problems coming with this. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense to me. That seems about right. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of problems, a lot of fallout. But you're also kind of like, you're also feeling that, like, this is the perfect situation for you. You fit perfectly. This is exactly where you want to be. You might also be feeling that soulmate connection. Even if it's a business thing, like, this is exactly what I need. Even if it's a romantic thing, I feel like it's probably more of a kindred soul thing than a soulmate thing, but it doesn't matter. Take it how you want to. They're trying to leave this on a realistic note. The Ten of Wands with the Three of Wands. There's a lot of changes coming up, and there's a lot of stress to be dealt with. Even for you, and Leo can take on a lot and handle a lot, and I know that. But even for you, there's a lot of stress here. Be aware that your partner is also, or the other person or situation is taking on a lot of stress at the same time. There's a lot that has to change, a lot that has to go forward. A lot of changes are going to continually happen for the next few months. Be aware of that. Be aware of the other side that you're dealing with. You should have success. I do feel like there's a lot of success here, but they're also like saying, be realistic about how much has to be done here, but not just for you, but for the other side. Whether that be a person or a situation, stay connected with that and how much the other side is also going through. Everything you're going through, the other side is equally going through the same thing and may need the same support that you need. Just be aware of that. It's really good, I think, because you got a very euphoric ending, but there's stress with a lot of euphoria. So I think it's good. You'll have to let me know if you guys like it or not. But I'm going to shut this down here. That's basically what I got. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.